Can you believe it? We're talking about the season of love, but the season for termites actually begins next month. This segment is sponsored by Natural State Pest Control, and here to tell us what property owners need to know about these destructive insects is Brittany Oakley from Natural State Pest Control. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, good to see you.
Good morning. Great to see you guys.
Yes, of course. So let me lead off with this question. What are termites specifically, and why are they so damaging?
So termites are small wood-eating insects that we like to call the silent destroyers because they're hard to detect and most people do not even know they have them. They can just be thriving on your property or in your home and weakening the entire structure with no visible signs of damage because they eat from the inside out.
Oh, I see. You're talking about weakening that structure. What kind of damage do termites cause?
So termites are a constant threat and they attack about 600,000 homes in the U.S. every single year. The average homeowner is going to spend about $3,000 on those repairs. So very significant damage can happen as a result.
Sure.
Yeah, that's big.
So didn't even realize that termite season is a thing. What is it about the season that makes it a good season for the termites to come out?
So they're a threat year-round in the state of Arkansas, but when the weather warms up in March, we call this swarming season because this is usually the only sign that people have that they have an infestation or an issue with termites. So the swarmers, their entire job in the termite colony is to fly out, they have wings, and go start a new colony. So if you have termites living in your home, they will try to escape. They will come through the wall. They usually fly towards light. So they're looking for, you might see them in front of a windowsill, but they have nowhere to go, so they die. And a lot of people will see that and be like, oh, look at these winged ants in the floor, sweep them up and not think anything of it. But there's an entire colony living in the home still, and an active and large colony can eat up to a pound of wood per day because they do not sleep.
Wow, so they've sent these flyers out to look for other places. They're like, we've already torn this place up and eaten this place. Go find us another target.
Yes, it's like breeding season and nesting season for termites in March. So this is the time of year that you really want to look for signs. Other signs you might notice are mud tubes. That's actually how they travel from the soil to the wood in your home. So if you're seeing mud tubes along your foundation or any wood in your home that sounds hollow, that's also a sign of infestation.
Okay. So if we see those things, what are some things are there some preventative things that we could do, Brittany?
Yeah, there are a couple of things you can do to just kind of minimize your risk here. So you don't want to ever keep firewood up next to the home. You know, they love wood, so they're going to live there. You don't want them.
Yes,
makes sense.
You
don't want to put their feast, right next to the home. Also, make sure there's no cracks in your foundation. But the best way to prevent, Natural State actually offers a product that is the only product on the market that is 100% guaranteed to kill entire colonies of termites.
Wow.
It's also an eco-friendly solution. It's a green product, so that's also great. You know, minimize harm on the environment, but keep your largest investment you're ever going to make. Your home is usually that huge investment, so protect it. If you've never had termites and you want to keep it that way, we've got you covered.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a specific type of home, like if someone recently moved into a newer home versus an older home, is there a difference between the two? Like if I'm in a newer home, am I safer than if I were in an older home?
There's not actually a lot of misconceptions out there. Are people who think I live in a house that's made of bricks, so I'm probably fine.
Yeah.
Right.
The framework's made of wood.
Yeah,
and that's one thing that people do not realize and think, because termites are, again, eating from the inside to the outside. So you're not going to see that damage in your brick. They're in that framework.
And if you have a crack in your foundation, like you were saying earlier, right? They slip in there, they get in there, they get into your wood components of your home, and they're eating from the inside.
And they can also travel the length of a football field. So if your neighbor's neighbor has had termites, you may also have termites. Yeah, that's another thing, that they do travel and forage. So people don't necessarily realize how prominent they are. That's why you have to have a
tricky little thing.
I know. The thing that freaks me out most of all is you said they never sleep.
No, they do not sleep. They just eat 24/7. So that's why, like with the silent destroyer, they can cause so much damage before you even know that they're there. A lot of people do a home renovation, take out a wall and see tunneling through the wall, and oh my goodness, your project just got way more expensive.
Oh, wow. Okay, people need to reach out and have more questions. How can they do that, Brittany?
So they can reach out on our website, naturalstate.com. You can get a quote for anything, even if it's not termite related. There's no cost to get an estimate from us. And you can just live chat with us. You can text us. It makes it really simple. You don't even have to pick up the phone. And you can also connect with us through our social media. So Facebook, Instagram, TikTok,
Great.
Okay.
Yeah. Brittany, thank you so
Everywhere.
much for
Thank you so
joining
much.
us. filling
Thank
us
you
in.
guys for
Yeah, of
having
course.
me.
Stay